So we've taken a deep dive into the material you brought us, the research, the articles, your
Yeah.
notes, all about navigating that inner critic.
Right.
We all know that moment, don't we? You
Yeah.
mess up or you just feel overwhelmed and bam, that voice kicks in.
Yeah.
Why am I like this? I should handle this better. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a really isolating feeling. But thing is, you're really not alone in it.
Seems that way sometimes, though.
I know, but look at the numbers. Anxiety disorders, they affect over 359 million people globally.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like 4.4% of everyone. It just shows how much of a shared human struggle this is.
That feeling of being maybe an imposter or just fundamentally flawed, that's really what we're getting into today, isn't it?
Exactly.
So this deep dive is all about exploring that link, that powerful connection between self-compassion and actually healing from anxiety and shame.
And seeing self-compassion not just as a nice idea, but as a practical skill, something you can actively cultivate.
Okay, so where do we start? Maybe defining terms. Fear versus anxiety.
Good idea. Fear is, well, it's immediate. There's a clear danger right here, right now. Like seeing a snake on a path, your body reacts instantly.
Makes sense. Primal.
Right. Anxiety, though, is different. It's more future-focused. It's this kind of diffuse dread about something that might happen, often unclear.
And it shows up physically, right? The tense muscles, racing heart.
Yep. Even when there's no obvious present danger, it's that constant background hum of worry.
And often, underneath that anxiety, there's shame.
Very often. Brené Brown's work is so helpful here. She makes that key distinction. Guilt is about behavior. Shame is about self.
Guilt is, I did something bad.
Exactly. But shame is, I am bad. It's a global judgment on yourself.
Oh, that hits hard. Believing you're fundamentally flawed.
Right. And that belief, that feeling of being defective, it just fuels this intense anxiety about being found out, judged.
So you get stuck in this loop.
Totally. Ruminating, avoiding things, it just keeps the anxiety going strong. It's a debilitating cycle.
Okay, so if shame and anxiety are locked in this cycle, what breaks it? What's the way out?
The game changer really is self-compassion. Dr. Kristen Neff defines it as actively relating to yourself with care and support when you suffer.
Actively relating.
Okay.
And it has components.
3 key ones, all connected. First is self-kindness.
So instead of beating yourself up, you treat yourself like a friend with warmth, understanding.
Precisely. Especially when things are tough. Then there's common humanity.
Ah, remembering you're not alone in this.
Yes. Countering that isolation of shame. Recognizing that struggling, being imperfect. That's just part of being human. Everyone goes through it.
And the third?
Mindfulness, which means observing your difficult thoughts and feelings without judging them too harshly.
Just noticing them.
Noticing them with some balance, it gives you that bit of space you need to choose a compassionate response instead of just reacting critically.
Okay, that makes sense. But I can hear people thinking, isn't that just self-pity? Or letting yourself off the hook?
Yeah, those are really common myths. Let's tackle them. Myth 1, self-pity or self-indulgence.
Right.
Well, self-pity is really isolating, kind of egocentric. Self-compassion connects you through that common humanity piece.
And it's not about just doing whatever feels good short-term, like eating a whole cake.
Exactly. Self-compassion often means choosing what's truly good for your long-term well-being. Maybe that's exercise, even if it's hard, rather than something immediately gratifying but ultimately unhelpful.
Okay. What about myth 2? That it's weak or makes you complacent?
Yeah. Research actually shows the opposite. Self-criticism. That's fear-based. It leads to fear of failure, makes you afraid to try.
Interesting. So self-compassion is actually motivating.
Absolutely. It fosters resilience, a willingness to learn from mistakes without crushing yourself. It actually takes courage to be kind to yourself when you stumble.
And the last myth, that it's the same as self-esteem.
Not quite. Self-esteem often relies on external validation, comparing yourself to others, feeling above average. It can be pretty unstable.
So if you fail, your self-esteem tanks.
Right. Self-compassion, though, is unconditional. It's stable acceptance of yourself, flaws and all, just because you're human. It doesn't depend on your latest success or failure.
Okay, the science backs this up too, right? You mentioned research.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a really strong negative correlation. Statistically, it's negative 0.49 between self-compassion and anxiety.
Meaning, as self-compassion goes up.
Anxiety tends to go down significantly. It's a clear link.
Wow.
And even more compelling, there was a clinical trial with people who have generalized anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Practicing self-compassion actually decreased their heart rate response when they faced a stressor.
So it physically calms the nervous system.
Yes. It validates your internal experience and helps regulate your body's stress response. It's physiological.
That's powerful. So how can you, listening right now, actually do this, make it practical?
Great question. There are simple ways. One is the compassionate friend approach.
Ask yourself what you say to a friend in the same situation.
Exactly. And then try saying that or
Yeah.
thinking that towards yourself.
Okay, I can see that. What else?
Reframing those should statements. I should have known better. I should be over this.
Yeah, those are killers.
Try replacing them. Something like, okay, I'm struggling right now. That's understandable. I'm doing the best I can. Acknowledge the difficulty without the harsh judgment.
Gentle acknowledgement.
Yeah.
You mentioned something physical.
Yes, a simple physical anchor, just placing a hand over your heart, maybe pairing it with a short mantra.
Like what?
Something like, this is a moment of suffering. Suffering is part of life. May I be kind to myself? Just acknowledging the moment and offering kindness, these small things really do shift your mood and stress levels.
So, wrapping this up, self-compassion isn't about ignoring mistakes, is it?
Not at all. It's about seeing them clearly but without the layer of harsh judgment. That actually allows you to learn from them and move forward constructively.
It's about changing that internal relationship.
Absolutely. You shift from being your own worst critic to being, well, maybe your own supportive friend. That empowers you to grow, to improve, to thrive.
So the final thought for you to consider. How might things change if you started treating yourself like a friend instead of an enemy?
Yeah, think about that. How could that simple shift redefine your own sense of strength, your resilience when you face challenges? Something to mull over.